What is up, guys? Brenn back here. Today with an all new video. First thing I want to say though is sorry that I didn't post on Sunday. My internet was out, so this is the post from Sunday. I had the video already made and all that good shit, but my internet went out, so I couldn't upload it. So here it is today, one day later on Monday. My treat to you guys. Enjoy. Mwah. So the topic of today's video is going to be all about DLC, aka downloadable content in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, for DLCs in Rainbow Six Siege, we don't get a ton. We get pretty much the 2 new operators and a new map. That's what most people would consider the big DLCs. But in terms of like small DLCs, we get camos, charms, and other such items like that. Like I said before, there's only 3 really major DLCs that have been released, but there's always a bunch of new little things that they're adding in the game. Like the other day, I've discovered that they added operator icon charms in the game. It kind of sucks that you only buy with R6, but I think that's a pretty cool addition, and just they add little DLCs here and there. Even though they still do the little DLCs, I feel like they should be doing more with the game when it comes to the DLC department. I feel like they should just be adding new types of character customizations into the game and such. So I'm gonna voice what I feel like should be in the game. One thing before I go into it though, I mean, these aren't gonna be fucking game-changing things, because I'm not going to do any of that paid-for-win bullshit, and it's not going to ruin the game, any of these ideas, and these ideas don't even really need to be installed into the game. This game's still fun, but these are just some cool additions that I think could be added in. The first new addition I would add into the game is some sort of character customization. Obviously, we already have headgear, but this would change up the way the character looks, whether it's attire, maybe tattoos. I've seen some people say, I really don't think tattoos would be all that cool, but yeah, when it comes to clothes, shoes, that'd be a cool new addition. Give your character a little bit more flair. Here's a quick little picture of what people would think character customization would look like if it was implemented in the game. I found this on the Rainbow Six Ubisoft forums, and the only thing that I don't think I would like I said before, the attire change, it wouldn't have to be drastic. Like, you're going to see Ash with no sleeves. That's going to make her kind of unrecognizable, especially with the short haircut like that. I don't think Ubisoft should mess with the headgear too much. I think they should just keep it to the same hitbox radius if they're going to change anything. Because, I mean, if they're going to fucking take away Ash's hat, the hitbox is going to be even smaller than it already is, and she's just going to be almost fucking impossible to kill at this point. Now I'm going to put up on the screen an IQ version, and I think this is just fucking retarded the way they did it. One of them, they just completely took off her headgear, making her look almost pretty much identical to fucking Twitch with the little fucking mask she's got going on there. That would completely ruin IQ and just make her pretty hard to fucking kill, because then they would just shrink the hitbox, and right now she has a huge hitbox with her head, because that's what all the Germans have, because those fucking huge helmets. It just wouldn't make any sense to change her headgear. Now, when it comes to the attire, I am actually kind of dig the attire. They're not too bad. The only ones I'm really not a big fan of are, again, what I've preached about with the sleeveless shirts. I don't think sleeveless should be in there, but I'm also not a fan of the just white and purple. Bright colors like that pop out and just give away your position too easily, and I don't think they're a good addition. Other than that, with her clothing, you're going to be just in normal civilian clothing, which is going to be fine, and you're just not going to pop out. That's end of discussion with that one. Next thing I'm going to talk about is just something that shouldn't be added in the game. I saw this suggested in someone by Reddit. If I could find the actual text, I'm going to put it on the screen, but so he went kind of a Call of Duty-ish route, and he wanted to add DLC weapons into the game. Now, I do think this could work, but the way that he said it, I don't think it'd be a good idea and make the game pay to win. He basically said that if you're a season pass holder, you buy R6, you should be able to get exclusive DLC weapons for exclusive CTUs. Say you're playing Ash and you want to get this exclusive DLC weapon for their CTU. Would cost like 300 R6 credits, but if you have the season pass, you would get them all for any CTU period. Now, the way that he kind of pitched it is kind of a shitty way to go about it. Honestly, that's probably the most realistic way Ubisoft would go about it for the money, but I think the most fair and balanced way they could go about it would obviously be through Renown. And why I would like it being Renown is fucking clear. It would make the game more fair, and it would get everyone a chance to get it, and you wouldn't be able to cheat your way just by paying money to get it. But from a business standpoint, it would also make complete sense why they would make it cost money and not renown, because they would just get a bigger profit. Now, the last idea, which I don't think would be the greatest idea, but I don't think it would harm the game, would be kind of like a loot box inside Overwatch installed into the game. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown if you've never played Overwatch before and what is inside these loot boxes. So every time you level up in Overwatch, you get a thing called a loot box. And what's inside a loot box is 4 different items, varying from how great they are and what they actually are. Some items included in these loot boxes are skins, voice actions, like different winning voices or shit that they say in the game, player icons, little things called sprays that they have in the game, and then you can just get up straight up currency. There are also 4 levels of rarities inside the loot box. Obviously, you're going to have the lowest, which is going to be like uncommon items, then you got rare items, epics, and the best being legendary items. Now I think this could be easily installed into Rainbow Six. You can have the little uncommon items just be, you get one of those little charms that they have for every single gun that aren't universal, like the big Texas ones or the fucking skulls. Those could be like the little uncommon stuff. More uncommon items could just be some of the little cheap camos, like the Arctic camos and stuff. And again, this wouldn't be for every single gun you would get these camos. You would just get it for a specific gun. Same thing with the charms as well. Then the next thing would be the rares, and the rares you would just maybe get like a more expensive camo. You wouldn't get like one of the high class camos, but you would get like, say, like a cheap one that's around like maybe 2,500 renown or something like that. That'd probably be in the rare category. Now for the epics and such items like that, you would be able to get the more expensive camos, and then also the universal camos should be included in there. They could also add some of the cheaper universal charms, like they can add the 8-ball, the lucky cat, the 4-leaf clover, just little things like that. Now when we go to legendaries, you would get more of the top of line type of stuff like headgear. You'd be able to maybe even get the headgear you can only purchase with R6. For example, Mute's clone headgear can only be purchased with R6. Another thing would be the chibi charms that you could get out of there. That would be the most expensive charms right now that aren't able to be bought with just R6. Then for the camos, since they've already been in different tiers, I think you would be able to maybe just get some of the camos that you could buy with R6 credits, such as like the gemstone packs and other shit like that. But that's going to wrap up my video for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Not many of you guys have done that already, which is fine, but try and remember to do it this time. But again, thank you guys for watching. It's been Brenn, and I am signing out. Peace.